Yes, it's time for Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I'm your host, Colby Sapp, along with Pod Racer Tim. Real quickly, before we get into the, major news of note, is I've done a little spot checking as my buddy Corey Major sent me a text last week and said, "Hey, bud, do you know anything about the Dark Tower series?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's not out yet. It's not even been greenlit yet by anybody."
Right.
But I do know that it's kind of in development. Not quite development hell, but it's currently in development.
So not like Limbo.
No. They're looking for one of the streaming channels to take it on.
Oh, okay.
That's
Need a distribution channel. We can do it on FanStream Sports.
Sure, probably could. Don't know if we could pay them what they're looking for.
Oh, they should pay us.
So no, that's not how it works.
Oh, damn it.
So for those that don't know, the horror extraordinaire, not the National Horror Day that we're trying to get started, but the horror extraordinaire that is Mr. Flanagan, he's taken on the idea of putting out this Dark Tower series. His idea behind it is he wants to go at least 5 seasons with this thing. Now, there's like 12 books in this series, so there's a lot to draw from. And it's not just it takes all those books for him to actually make it to the Dark Tower. Roland the Gunslinger with Jake and Eddie and Susanna. Not going to get into all of it. But are you Tim, are you anywhere near a fan of, oh my God, The Plague, Stephen King? Why is my brain drawn a
Cujo?
No, not Cujo. It's literally about the plague. It's one of his better novels. Oh my God.
The Stand?
The Stand. Are you
No, I mean, I'm not familiar with it, huh?
Okay. Well, one of the major bad guys in that is a dude named Randall Flagg, who's also the man that's the bad guy in the Dark Tower.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Man in Black. So there's enough there, if they can do it right, to really make a really good series. So they're trying to sell it. The update on this, kids, is that they first offered it a month or so ago to Amazon Prime. Because the movie did so poorly in the box office, Amazon Prime said, "We're not touching it." So that's where we're at right now. They still got, of course, all the other streaming services to go to. You're really kind of hoping that it ends up going with something along the lines of Amazon Prime was the top because they have the most money to spend on effects and whatever.
Right.
You don't want to end up at like Paramount or something like that because they have the least amount to spend. Right. You may want to go with which
Apple. Is weird because CBS owns Paramount.
Right. You might want to go with Apple or Netflix and maybe Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your guys that you're kind of hoping for now with what this would offer. But those that don't know, this is Stephen King's like magnus opus. This is his epic. This is his big thing in his career that he's done is the Dark Tower. It's the one thing that he's never carried a series on this far. Like the fact that The Shining got a part 2 is weird.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
Even though the book's really good.
Yeah.
So this would be amazing to see for those that want to see something like this. That is what I've been able to dig up, is that he's right now going from streaming service to sell it. So this means that no actors or actresses are in place. He's just wanting to take this whole thing on. He's got an idea of what he wants to do. He's got it outlined. He knows how many seasons he wants to do. But as far as it actually making it to fruition, once I hear that he's signed with a streaming service, then we'll start to hear a lot more about it. But it is in the works for those that are fans of the Dark Tower. It is something that could possibly happen, and it is something that he's talking to a lot of outlets about. Like, he's trying to drum up the business about it. Like, what, short of doing a YouTube video, it's like what Ryan Reynolds did with trying to make Deadpool again.
Right.
It's just, let me just drum up enough talk about it. So he's trying to. So here's my way of helping that out by now drumming up and informing you that this is a thing that I would love to see, because I believe he'll do it right. So there you are. In other news, real quick, for those that were eagle-eyed while watching the new Captain America trailer, there's something that's in the background of the trailer that if you missed it, you may want to go back and take a good look, because a lot of folks on Reddit spotted it.
As they often do.
This is not confirmed, but I've watched it, and I also think like them that this could be it. So if you remember at the end of the Eternals, that the big Eternal was turned to stone and left in the earth, and that was Tiamat. So Tiamat is just left in the earth, and everything we've had after that, nobody's ever said anything about the giant Eternal that's like in the earth, like just hands and stuff just sticking out. Nobody said a damn thing about it. And it's like, are they just acting like the Eternals didn't happen? I mean, it was an all right movie. It didn't do great, but the story was good, and it's something they were trying to build on. Looks like, kids, that it's going to be in a way, shape, or form there. I mean, they've got an actual celestial god turned to stone on the side of the earth. Somebody going to mine this to go find something out? Because it's right there. And I mean, this could be a source that you could create anything out of that you wanted to. You could change how Animanium was made. It was dug out of this guy.
Right.
I mean, that's not how it was made in the comics, but you could do that because Animanium isn't a part of right now anything.
Right.
They haven't brought it out. So they've just vibraniumed everything. Well, you could do that with this. And you know what? I'd be all right with it. But the fact that it's there, actually not bad. I'm glad that they're going to start going back to some of these things that have left big question marks and said, by the way, we know there's a giant stone god in the side of the earth. Just instead of just being like, yeah, we got to do other things. Just the whole celestial being and all that basically the earth was almost destroyed, but the Eternals helped us out. Nobody's even mentioned them or nothing. It's like, wait.
Like at all, right? Nowhere.
Yeah, nothing. So hopefully this throws back to them and that we have them kind of added back in, because you know what? They need to be back in some way, shape, or form. At least admit that they were there. So there you go. That was that there. And I know it's short, but that is your mystery shotgun, everybody.